sir?
Can you?
Woo!
That's it.
Let's look at it, sir.
Can you look at it from here?
No, the crash, Doc, you know.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, this is big. This, hello, kids.
Yeah.
This is it.
You know, this is my first
This is
time.
it. This is it. This is
This is
it.
my first experiment.
Wow.
They just hatched yesterday. That is on this night.
Wow.
Yeah. And it looks like they are hungry.
They want to eat.
They want to eat. But I have to quarantine them small before they eat.
Wow.
I have to keep them like 1 day.
So tell me, how did you create this invention? What inspired you? What was the cry? What made you, think about inventing something this huge? Because this project is huge, and I can't believe I'm seeing this in your lab. I came down this morning to just check on you, check on your invention, and I can't believe that a Nigerian and a graduate in the university can do something like this. That means if we give you financial support, you might even end up creating a factory yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to see whether I can create a free energy world.
Okay.
All can get energy from any source except the sun. I don't like the sun giving me energy.
Wow, that's huge.
I want the ground to give me energy. Many currents are being discharged on this earth you're marching on.
Wow.
Now, I want to tap it.
Okay.
After you will go to my lab, I'll show you something. I'm really like designing an equipment that will be able to tap the energy from this earth. Yeah, it's full of abundant energy. This time next year, I'll be out with that one.
Tell me the components of this machine so that we can pass it on to the future generation. You know what I'm talking about? I want a situation where people watch this video and understand that this is really Nigerian. This is originality. This is from Nigeria. This is raw. This is what we're doing. This is from scientist Johnson. This is what he's doing.
They're afraid. A student of Michael University. We build an incubator that incubates chicken eggs, the parts that are used in building it. So, as you can see, I built this very cheap. I built it out of a cooler, a Merida cooler, food cooler that can retain heat. You can build it with anything. You can build it with rubber. You can build it with a gallon. You can build it with a glass. You can build it with anything, even aquarium. Yeah, that's aquarium box. This is a cover. The cover of the incubator. It also helps in retaining heat. And right here, I opened a hole here and inserted my observation glass. The bulb produces the heat that will heat this incubator. With the heat required for this incubator is around 7.5 degrees Celsius, and it should be constant. Just try every possible means for it to be constant. And my fan circulates the heat of this bulb. It circulates the heat, make sure that it reaches all corners of this cooler. And right here we have the thermostat that regulates. It regulates the temperature of this cooler. Chicken mesh, it protects the chicks from getting into this hot area. They might get hot because of this place is very, very hot. Temperature is now observed with this thermometer, just an ordinary thermometer, test tube thermometer. Very cheap, easy, very cheap and easy to get anywhere. You see it? I actually looked for a hydrometer in the market. I didn't get any. So I now improvised with this my glass tube thermometer, turning it into a wet thermometer so it can get the reading of my humidity. Look at how I did it. Very simple. This an ordinary glass tube thermometer for temperature, and I now converted it to a hydrometer by using a fabric, weak fabric, attaching it on the probe of this thermometer. Now I actually created an artificial humidity by pouring water into this small fowl and using a sponge to place on top of it. The reason why I placed this sponge on top of it is just for the reduction in evaporation. This is just a DC fan, so I used my DC adapter in powering it. As you can see, I used my DC adapter in powering it. So after that, let me show you an example of DC fan. Yeah, like this. This is a DC fan. So when all these components are now installed in this cooler, you can now call it an incubator. And make sure after building it, run it for a day and see whether it will maintain the temperature 37.5 degrees Celsius. Once it maintains the temperature, you can now insert your egg. Don't insert your egg when you are testing it. It might damage it. This is very cheap and easy to build. Very, very cheap and easy to build. You don't need to go to school to build this. And it's a homemade. All the parts, you can get it around your home. Like this is an ordinary DC fan that I picked in a scrap computer that has been done for many years. And I used another DC adapter empowering it. This thermostat used for regulating the temperature. I got it from an iron, a pressed iron. You can also get yours from a water heater, chicken mesh. If you go to any poultry farm, you can get it. Very cheap, very cheap. Like 15 naira, 20 naira, some 30 naira, it depends. And this is a test tube thermometer. I got 2 test tube glass thermometer just for 150 each, making the total of 300 naira. And this, a weak fabric, can get it from anywhere, anywhere. Can get it from your socks or your clothes. This is a rubber ball. You can replace this with anything as long as it's like this. This is a small sponge cut out from my pattern sponge. And This is a foam cut out from my mattress. You see, when I say it's homemade, it's homemade. All the materials, parts are around your home. You even play with some. After you throw it away, you don't know that it will be useful. So let's check the cost of this. I say it's very cheap, and I really meant it. It's very cheap. Now, if you already have a cooler, very, very easy for you. But if you don't have, you can get a cooler like 700, 600 naira. Very cheap. You can get a small one, not too big like this. It can still serve. After that, you get a bulb just for 50 naira. Lamp holder, 50 naira. And you can get a flexible wire of 1 yard, 30 naira or 50 naira. Thermostat from your iron, or you buy it, just 200 naira. The fan, 200 naira. It's very, very easy. Your adapter, 300 naira. You see? Why the normal incubator is sold for 50,000? Why this one is approximately 1,500? So see what he's saving. This is my observation glass. You can get it in the market, or you can cut it out from your picture frame. All these components being installed in this incubator. The incubator is ready to hatch some eggs. This incubator can take up to 50 eggs at once. And you'll be getting a result of 98%, which is good, very, very good. The temperature required here should not exceed 37.5 degrees Celsius. And the humidity required here should not exceed 50 to 60%. Make sure you run it for 1 day and check the humidity and the temperature properly before inserting your eggs. When I say it's very cheap and easy to build, as you can see, it's very cheap and easy to build. The cheapest incubator that I can get in Nigeria is my homemade incubator. You can't get it anywhere else in Nigeria. I'm the first person that built it in Nigeria, and it's working perfectly well. And I can testify to it anywhere, anytime. For inquiries, sponsorship, or partnership, you can call me on +234 80 6900 1549. I call again. +234 80 6900 1549. My email address is johnspeedo004@yahoo.com. I call again. johnspeedo004 @yahoo.com. I spell it JOHNSPEEDO 004 @yahoo.com. Thank you and God bless.